In the quaint neighborhood of Shadyside, the houses stood in neat rows, their white picket fences and blooming gardens creating a picturesque scene of tranquility. Yet, there was one house that unsettled the calm, a brick house with a garage that resonated with the clang of metal against metal. This was the home of Mr. Harold Brinks, the local blacksmith. Harold was a man of few words, with his broad shoulders and hands calloused from years of working with iron. He had lived in the neighborhood for over a decade, largely keeping to himself, pouring his soul into creating intricate ironworks. His work was renowned, but what was art to some was noise to others. Every morning, as the sun peeked over the horizon, Harold would begin his work. The rhythmic pounding of his hammer was like an alarm clock, waking up the entire neighborhood. Curtains would twitch as sleepy neighbors peeked out. Despite the constant noise, no one dared to confront Harold. There was an unspoken agreement among the residents: discussing Harold's noisy hobby was a taboo. They had heard stories of people confronting him, only to be met with intimidating glares and dismissive grunts. One summer afternoon, Alice, a young teacher, who had recently moved into the neighborhood, decided that enough was enough. She had been struggling with the noise, especially during her online classes, where the background clanging often confused her students. With trepidation, she marched up to Mr. Brinks' door. As she knocked, the clanging paused, and Harold appeared, wiping his hands with a cloth. "Yes?" he asked gruffly. Gathering her courage, Alice explained how the noise was disturbing her classes. Harold listened, a surprised expression softening his features. "I didn't realize," he muttered. That evening, the neighborhood was unusually quiet. Harold had found a way to dampen the sound, attaching silencers to his tools and working within designated hours. Neighbors peeked out again, but this time with nods of approval. Alice became a bit of a hero, her bravery inspiring others to voice their concerns more openly. As for Harold, he found that his work in creating beautiful ironworks was even more appreciated, now that it was not accompanied by endless noise. The neighborhood flourished in the newfound harmony.